Hey, welcome to the channel. This is the second course for the song All I Have from NF's 2015 debut album, Mansion. So this is where we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. I'm musically malnourished. You're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. So let's hop on in, give this song a closer look. All right. It says, on All I Have, NF expresses that he gives all he has when he creates his music. He expresses his emotions and raps about his faith in God and the work he put in to become a rapper. All I Have is the first single off of NF's self-titled EP, NF. It also appeared on his debut album, Mansion. This is NF's first track after signing with Capital Christian Music Group, which he signed with on April 2014. The music video was released on July 15th, 2014, and has accumulated over 18 million views. NF also performed this song at the 46th Dove Awards. Okay, cool. Well, I'll probably try to give, if there's a music video, the music video and the Dove Awards performance up on Patreon. Cool. Well, let's go up and get into the lyrics. It says, all I ever wanted was somebody to hear me. And all I ever wanted was somebody to feel me. And everybody want to tell me that I'm out of my head when I'm on the mic. That's fine, but that don't scare me. Been a long time, but I'm back now. Rap out, welcome to the rap house. Rap out, want to live till I pass out. Black out, black. So yeah, it's this idea like I want to work. I want to stay at this craft till I pass out. Like live till I pass out. I guess to me, it speaks to this idea of just being in the work, just being in the grind. And one day I'm just going to be gone. You know what I mean? But like in the middle of doing whatever it is that I feel called to be doing. Everybody keep on wondering if I still rap now. How are you serious? Or are you serious? Anybody out there hearing this? Yo, I came in the game as a lyricist and I'ma leave like that, period. You sniff lines, I write lines. You've now entered in my mind. You know, and when you got focus like that, you know, and you're not, man, I heard an interview with Jon Bellion not too long ago, and I can't exactly remember what he said, or maybe it was in one of his songs. They kind of blur together for me sometimes. But the whole idea was like, essentially, if you want to actually have a long life, stay out of the party life. And I know that people have produced types of music, you know, just absolutely absorbed in drugs and alcohol and things like that. But when you're talking about longevity, health, not just producing something other people like, but being a person that you're proud to be and being beneficial to those around you, and all of that, then, you know, being focused, not getting wrapped up in a bunch of foolish stuff. That's really what he's speaking to here. You better get ready because you might find I'm from a different place and my kind is a little bit different than yours is. Quit snoring. Hip hop isn't dead. It's just been in mourning from the moment I quit recording. Pretty bold line, but you know, he could back it up. So is what it is. Listen, I'm warming up and you're misinformed if you think that I'm slipping up. This ain't sick enough. Then I'll skip the chorus. I've been here. Ain't nobody heard of me. Yeah, I'm going to turn this beat to a murder scene. I don't live for the world, I live for the king. I live for the king. Focus. Wrote this with emotion. And I mentioned in the React just how much I appreciate NF really not backing down from his faith. I think that he speaks to a lot of people, even people that aren't followers of Jesus. And that's really, even for my channel, you know, my faith plays a big part into it because it's not just like this section of my life, which I hope that people can appreciate more, even if you don't fully agree with a Christian standpoint or followers of Jesus, at least somebody that doesn't separate. It's not like it's a Sunday thing. It is who I am. He's everything to me. And in the same sense with NF, it can't help but come out in his music because they're not separate worlds for him. They're one and the same, and that's really what it's meant to be. It's hard to get a break when the doors ain't open. It's hard to get a shot when the gun ain't loaded. And it's hard to make a living when nobody want to notice. Hold it. What am I, insane, maybe playing crazy? Which obviously this kind of speaks again to the previous song as far as like the industries and trying to get your opportunity. But this kind of speaks to me as like, yeah, you need an open door somewhere, somehow, but then you also better be ready. You know what I mean? Like, you better have the skills to back it up. You better make sure the gun's loaded. You put me in a room with a mic, you will not restrain me. You do what you wanna, but you can't contain me. Lazy is not a character trait of mine. Don't wait in line. This is the current condition of my state of mind. That's interesting too. Is like, I think there's so many people that are waiting for permission. And we live in such an age that, for the most part, you have the ability to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Maybe not right off the bat, and NF's not pretending that that's the case. That's what he's been rapping about, the work that he's put in, all the things you don't see. But that idea of waiting in line, I think there's so many people waiting in line for permission to accomplish something. And that line may just be your own excuses. Well, I don't have this degree or that education, or I've never done this, or I don't have the money to start. And I think the reality is you got to start somewhere. Get out of line. Stop waiting for permission. If you feel like you want to start a business, but you don't have the money to start it, it's like, okay, but are you putting anything aside at all? $1? Yeah, $1's not going to make a difference. Well, it's more than you have put aside now. Or is there an iteration of what you can do that is run out of your garage and you don't have to lease space and you don't have to have the best machinery and use? I have a friend who is a detective or an officer locally. And he was telling me yesterday that there was a home many years ago that basically there was an accident and a car went through it, and then eventually they tore the home down because they were building the city purchased the land and ended up building a pathway through, so they had to tear the house down. And he asked, hey, all that brick from the house that you tore down, are you doing anything with it? And they said no. And he told me he used to take this small truck that he had, and he would go and he would load the thing up with bricks, drive it to his house, unload all the bricks, go back. And he made like 10 trips. And he used those bricks to build a patio off of his house, which he had never done before. And the one thing he said to me that really stuck out, and I might butcher it a little bit, but he essentially said that most people just don't know how to be poor. And it doesn't necessarily mean that he is poor. Like, they're not good at being poor. It's just that, oh, I can't afford enough brick to build this patio. But then this opportunity comes to go get all this brick. But it's like, do you really want to put in the work? Do you want to be scrappy? And a lot of times being scrappy and just starting somewhere breeds creativity, ingenuity. So I don't know if that means anything for anybody today, but maybe you're waiting in line and you need to stop. You need to stop waiting for permission, stop waiting for them to call your number, and just take a step. Don't tell me that this isn't real. Don't tell me this ain't how I feel. This is all I have. All I ever wanted was somebody to get this. All I ever wanted was somebody to play this. Yeah, take my song, put it on a playlist, get goosebumps every time they play it. Yeah, and that's a perfectly fine motivation. You know, I've written a few children's books. I was under contract twice, and they fell through both times. And it's not something I've really pursued in the last several years. I've just had my focus and priorities in other areas. But the motivation for me was that, you know, now that my kids are 14, 12, and almost 10, there was nearly a pretty much a decade of my life that I read to them every single night. And I always wanted to write something that would create opportunity for fathers that I shared with my kids. And so in that same sense, like this idea that he had music that moved him, I want to create something that does that for somebody else because I know what it meant to me. It'd be awesome if I could have that effect on another. If it's my calling or not, Father, maybe I should just not bother. Go back to that 9 to 5, but I am not a quitter, so quit that. Yeah, quit that thinking. I've never been a killer, but I guarantee I killed tracks. Put them in a coffin, lost it, ripped that. Trying to make an impact in rap, is that insane? Well, I guess so. Rap, though, better give me that pencil. And you ain't never ever gonna make it, it's all mental. I'm in a place where I can't let go. I still work a job and do this, and y'all know what's stupid? I thought all you had to do was get a record deal and your things start moving. But that's not the case, because the most of the time, the artist you hear, you keep on thinking that artist is new, but that artist has probably been at it for years. Yeah, in the back of my mind thinking, am I wasting my time dreaming? And I ain't got no money in my wallet, but I guarantee there ain't no way that I'm going to leave this. I need this. And the other thing he probably realizes too is like, it's a step in the next direction. Obviously, NF went on to do incredible things, be incredibly successful. But at the time, it's like, no, you're putting everything into making this, but then it's got to go out and do its thing. That then hopefully leads to the next thing. So how many opportunities have you not taken because you're like, it's not paying me quite what I want. They don't have the benefits that I desire. Now, you might be in a place, I'm more of in a place in life that I've built certain skills, and preferably I could turn down certain things, but like, no, I don't really want to do that. It's not what I'm looking for. But there's been so many times in my life I've not been in that place. And it's just like, either I had to do what I needed to do to take care of my family, or you recognize that the value I'm getting is not maybe monetary, but it maybe opens up opportunity, or it sharpens certain skills that I have. And you realize the cost of that is worth it. And if I can get those things, then one day down the road, maybe I'll be in a place of negotiation. This hip hop's in my vein. If you cut me, I'm gonna bleed it. And yo, what you think I write raps for? No reason? No. Take my pain and I put them in a song. Ever since them pills, they took my mom, which we did learn his mother died of an overdose in 2009. I've been a different person. Don't try to predict my verses. What you're hearing now is me, whether I'm in front or behind that curtain. This almost feels like a Wizard of Oz nod. I don't think that it is. I think it's speaking to him performing on stage. So what you're hearing is me, like I'm the same me out here on the stage that I am behind that curtain. I stand behind these words, and I'm a Christian, but I'm not perfect. Don't tell me to calm down. I'm calm now. Listen, I'm just working. Yeah, it might take a minute to get it, but once you get it, everything will be crystal clear. I don't think they see my vision here. Yeah, this is all that I have. He's going for broke, man. And it worked. It paid off. Well done, NF. Man, cool song. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If there's anything you saw that I didn't see, or you just want to discuss something, always enjoy having conversation in the comments. Thanks for joining me for this one. I hope to see you in the next one, because we're eating good.